Bears Nation, are you ready for a whirlwind ride through the heart-pounding drama that is Chicago Bears football? This is not just another off-season narrative. We're at a crossroads that could redefine a franchise. So smash that like button if you're excited, because what we're about to unveil could change everything for our beloved Bears. The clock is ticking and anticipation is building like a storm over Lake Michigan. Can you feel it? There's a palpable energy surrounding the Windy City insiders are buzzing. Whispers are flowing through the halls of Hollis Hall. And the question that has everyone on the edge of their seats is, could this be the pivotal moment that reshapes our offense and catapults us back into the playoffs? Imagine this, a running back bursting through defenses, evading tackles with the elegance of a dancer, a playmaker who can turn a simple handoff into a highlight reel moment. The potential is out there, but will the Bears seize it, or will history repeat itself? D'Andre Swift entered the Windy City with heaps of promise, riding in like a freight train. A 3-year, $24 million contract was supposed to signal a new era, however. Swift's first year left fans wanting more, falling tantalizingly short of 1,000 rushing yards and piling up a reputation that haunts us, the guy who struggles to break free when defenders come knocking. Can you recall how many times we've seen running backs come to Chicago trying to light a fire under our team? Swift's first season has left him in a precarious situation with the looming specter of the draft hanging over us like a thick fog. We all remember the hopes pinned on this year's draft. Wouldn't this be the year we finally find our running back of the future? Well, mock drafts had us eyeing a new star. Excitement was building. But as destiny would have it, the Raiders snatched up Ashton Jeanty, and the Patriots claimed Tre'Von Henderson, leaving the Bears searching for answers in the barren landscape of late draft picks. As the 7th round approached, fans braced themselves. Who would step into the spotlight? Enter Kyle Monangai, an intriguing choice, but let's be real. Nobody is ready to crown him as our star just yet. The road ahead is tough, perhaps too tough for a newcomer who was plucked so late. Bears fans remember the tales of players who snuck through the cracks and rose to greatness. But the odds are stacked against him. And as our faithful community holds its breath, the 2026 NFL mock drafts reveal a glaring truth. The Bears are once again tied to the narrative of needing a running back desperately. Could they be eyeing a first-round talent? Could the top prospect be just an off-season away from wearing our colors? This is where the tension reaches a fever pitch. Imagine the electrifying draft moment when the Chicago Bears turn the clock back, reclaiming their place as a powerhouse. Could we witness the rise of a new star? Would hometown hero Jeremiah Love be making the leap from college stardom to NFL legend right in front of our eyes? Love lit up Notre Dame last season, tearing defenses apart with a staggering 1,125 yards and 17 touchdowns. Can you remember the last time a Bears running back possessed that kind of explosiveness? As we look toward the draft, the question looms large. Is Love the player who will lead our running game into the new era under head coach Ben Johnson? Ritter's words echo in our ears, a dangerous weapon in the open field. Could he be part of the explosive scheme we desperately need? A player who possesses that Christian McCaffrey-like versatility that has so many teams green with envy? As fans, we know what this franchise has endured, the highs of historic victories and the agonizing lows of missed opportunities. The images of legendary figures like Walter Payton and the heartbreaking seasons that followed. Are we prepared for yet another chapter in the storied franchise's history? Or can we dare to believe that this time the Bears won't miss the mark? As we stand on the precipice, remember, the Bears' fate rests in the balance. The drums of the draft are beating, with every passing moment bringing us closer to what could be a defining moment for the wind-blown heart of our city. Will Swift find salvation in year 2, or will he be overshadowed by our new hope? What will Kyle Monangai bring to the table? Will he rise to meet expectations, or will he fade into the dusty pages of history? As the clock counts down Expect an emotional roller coaster that could shift the landscape of our beloved franchise forever. Keep your eyes peeled, Bears fans, because the next chapter is on the horizon, and it may just rewrite the narrative we thought was set in stone. The next move could either solidify our future or leave us with unanswered questions. Are you ready for what's to come? Because the drama is far from over. If you believe the Bears are on the brink of something monumental, smash that like button. And let's dive deeper into this electrifying story. The tension is thick as we inch closer to the draft, every heartbeat echoing in the minds of Bears fans. As the clock ticks down, the thoughts of who will carry the torch for our ground game cascade through our community like the wind off Lake Michigan. The stage is set, and all eyes are on the decision-makers at Hollis Hall, where hope, despair, and ambition collide. For the Bears, this isn't just a draft. It's a resurrection. Perhaps the specter of Coach George Hollis himself lurks in the shadows, urging this organization to prioritize a running back who embodies the Chicago spirit. Were we to imagine him shouting, "Find your Peyton. This city deserves it," as the draft commences? With D'Andre Swift's first-year struggles fresh in our minds, overcoming the curse of the elusive premier running back looms larger than ever. Looking back at our storied history, how often does the draft breathe new life into our squad? The fabled seasons of '85 come to mind, a relentless running game leading the monsters of the Midway to glory. It's a standard we haven't reached in decades. The Arizona Cardinals' James Conner isn't just a name. He's a living reminder that even those overlooked can erupt in the seasons of triumphant rushing yards. Swift needs that revival if he's to avoid being yet another in a long line of Bears running backs failing to escape the shadows of their predecessors. With every passing day of this offseason, whispers from the front office reveal the urgency behind the scenes. Insiders hint that we might not just settle for a late-round gem. The Bears could be eyeing a trade-up. Could they package future picks, leveraging the armada of draft capital accrued from our past? Imagine the jubilance of Bears fans when the word breaks, "We've traded up!" The scenario plays out like a dream sequence, a hushed crowd as the camera zooms in on the Bears. War room, phones lighting up like a Christmas tree with the opportunity to snag a top-tier talent. Just imagine if that player is Love, turning heads, making hearts race on the stage. Can you visualize the Soldier Field crowd erupting as his name is announced? From Notre Dame to the Windy City welcome Jeremiah Love. The electrifying presence he will bring to our backfield, weaving through defenders with a grace reminiscent of the greats, could transform our offensive dynamics overnight. Coach Ben Johnson is poised to usher in a dynamic scheme that leverages a running back's ability to catch passes out of the backfield. Love, with his unique skill set, could be the key to unlocking the kind of explosive offense that has eluded use for seasons. He's the type of guy who turns a 5-yard gain into a 15-yard score. Set a scout at the NFL Combine, and you can almost hear the applause of anticipation echoing in our minds as we dream of big plays. That hope is the lifeblood of Bears Nation, a community starving for resurgence. The rivalry with the Green Bay Packers intensifies as they refine their weapons for the upcoming season, while Minnesota and Detroit are already making waves with their drafts. Can you picture stepping onto Lambeau Field, the stakes so high? With a revived roster and an exhilarating running game, heart-racing moments await us. What if Swift turns the tide, dispelling doubts and emerging as a force? Will Mo Nangai surprise critics and golf fans? Or will both players bond and rise together, crafting our legendary backfield of the future? The questions unravel into a whirlwind as we reflect on generational chances, unlocking potential that has lain dormant. The clock is winding down. With every second that ticks by, the whispers simulate a tidal wave of uncertainty. The aroma of freshly cut grass from Soldier Field beckons. What will it say this year? The possibilities are endless, and the burden of carrying the hopes of Chicago rests on the shoulders of our next running back. So, Bears fans, the moment is upon us. Will we finally see our dreams materialize into a formidable offense that delivers? Or are we destined to linger in the shadows of what could be? The stage is set. The fans are waiting. Will our next chapter be one of triumph? Or will we witness another missed opportunity? As we edge closer, remember this is not just a draft. It's a turning point that could echo through history.